Hello, hello, and
Hi.
welcome. New
Not sure
episode
where
as
the
usual.
camera is. The camera is there.
I don't know, maybe. Okay, so what's up? We have a lot of news, and mostly it's real stuff. We're gonna show some real stuff that's
And now my mic
you've
is
been.
working also.
Yeah. So I hope
Okay.
you all been waiting for this moment, same as we
He's
did.
upselling. He's upselling you something. There's
Yeah.
nothing like. So the recap of the news is that we're done with the concept. We finished it last week, and now from this week onwards, we work on developing Act 1 of Spire of Sorcery in the new concept. And once we're done, in a few weeks, probably,
I hope, but can't guarantee.
we'll ship it. And then the owners of the game will take a look at this.
So hype for me is that we're finally in a production stage where we're creating stuff for a game, not just prototyping, thinking, discussing. We're eye contact. Yes.
Yes,
I
it's
see
important.
you.
So we're like making stuff again. So we're
Yeah. So that's good. That's a progress. That's definitely where we want to be to make a game, not just think about it or discuss it. We just need to make it.
make decisions, describe certain creatures, describe biomes, and make new art. Today we will show you a part of the new game, which is the updated map. Before you switch to the new map, the challenges are like this. 1, make it hex based. 2, make it region based, so you know that there is a certain region, and within that region there is a certain creature. So if you cross into the region, the creature will attack you. 3, wasn't really necessary, but we got a request, the proposals, that we could make a more dimensional map than we had, and we liked it thanks to the people who suggested that.
Yeah, without Discord, I think we would think about it like much later in the development. That would be too late.
Without Chinese Discord specifically. So if you like what you see, then thanks to the Chinese community, we've got those things.
Suggestions come from all over the world, so
I just wanted to highlight. I just wanted to highlight
Yep,
that from
that's
different countries.
International community works. And why we made these decisions? Hex based. It allows us and player to easily control the direction where party moves, easily distinct the position where everything is going on. Like there is no
Control.
Yeah,
Control.
mostly it's about control. Everyone knows how hex grids work, D&D or other RPGs, grand strategies, whatever. Hex is like more or less a standard way of controlling movement on the map, and it's we think it's a good direction for us as well.
If you don't speak Lithuanian, his sweater says hello in Lithuanian, which translates as
good day.
Good day, yeah. Guten Tag. Guten Tag.
Good day to you, sir.
If you speak German, yeah.
Yeah.
So more
second
control.
point,
Like one of the most infuriating moments in the previous version of the game has been sending a party to a certain location and then being unable to say, hey guys, go right, go left, do this. No, they just went where they wanted, and very often on the same track. We hated that.
yeah. So what was the second point?
Hex based, region based.
Regions. For now, regions have only one purpose, I think, to limit the area of interest for creatures, dwellers, and maybe other dangerous things that happen in the game. For now,
not really. I would say it's a way of structuring the world, because each region has one resource. Like this is also the way of.
It's mostly like an internal rule for us, but we're still working on it. Maybe there will be a range between 0 to 2 resources. It's like not strict that there is only one resource.
But there is a connection that in the certain region there is a certain resource protected by a certain creature. So there is a connection between these two, and you can have a huge forest which is made of 4 different regions. And in this region you've got the cat, and in this region you've got, I don't know, the gigglers, and then this region you got maybe mushroom eaters.
I think we need to go to the map and show how it works actually. let's go. Here we are.
We can just hide ourselves.
We'll try.
It's winter in Lithuania. Everyone has a
Bye.
long bird.
Okay, so let's continue. Here's a new map. From the first look, maybe you don't see a big difference, but first is angle that we've added. We are using more or less a perspective view now, and a map is tilted around 40 degrees, so it's isometric view, if you say so, and we're still using the graphics in this map. So it's a mix between 2D and 3D technologies to provide you like best visuals we can produce.
Is it what's described as a kind of a folding, like a volumetric book?
Yeah, if you know this books for kids where you unfold the page and there is a castle and all this stuff going on. So we've been discussing regions, and for example,
no, I mean, first of all, just let's go back and forward so we can see how objects move.
Yeah, so you can see objects that are further away from us, they're becoming smaller, and they shrink.
Just don't jump with the
perspective.
mouse. Just don't touch the mouse. Just go forward and back so we can see the change. Yeah. Okay. So it's not a very huge change, but it is a change in terms of how the scale works.
It gives the world more of believability. It's not just a flat surface with this like.
Can we turn off the resources?
Maybe let's try.
Here.
I hope we won't break anything.
Yeah.
Okay, it works.
So a bit of volume, like you can see up there on the screen the anomaly, and this anomaly is hidden behind the trees. So yeah, this purple thing, which is animated, by the way. Yep. So as you get closer to something, it gets bigger. It draws more attention from you.
So it's mostly like not even quality of life, but overall like level up of our graphics, improvement in visual department mostly. And gives us a little bit more possibilities for visual effects and layering on stuff and making them 2.5D with some interesting things to work with. So let's get back to the regions we've been talking about. So you can see that we can select some regions that are under our cursor, and they have all different shapes and size. In each region, there is, for now, couple of things. Some resources, some creatures. For example, in this region of a forest, we can find Snakehead, and we can find Tusluk and Blackpaw, if I'm correct. And you can clearly see where this region ends, and all the events that can produce these creatures and this resource will end, and new events will start. And the region where my group is at the moment contains magic node and also a couple of resources, but no creatures or dwellers as I can see. I have still to explore some unexplored region areas. So we can do this by moving on a map.
And there's nobody.
Yep, it's clear. So it's a great region for me to harvest resources and magic energy for free.
It's a bug. It shouldn't be that
It's not bug.
way.
We haven't implemented a lot of stuff. Disclaimer: it's work in progress. There is 90% that not work correctly, but map for now and moving on a map works.
What you don't see here is, first of all, it's not very clear how we show hexes. I'm sure we will go through an evolution of how exactly we display those hexes.
Yeah, but mostly I think we don't want to go the direction with a board game hex view where it's like super geometrical and straight with all these hex lines. The main point that player needs to know where he can go. What are the points of interest where he can click and interact? That's like most important. The layout, we're using a hex-based layout, but we don't need to show some edges. We don't need to show all the connections, all the stuff. So we'll try to show only the most important thing that you'll need, and do not clutter the screen, because if there will be a lot of overlay information, it's bad for you.
But here also what you don't see is the move points. Like we haven't figured out yet how to properly show you the move points that remain and the move points that will remain as you cross over into certain hex. And we haven't figured out in the game yet, but we're experimenting with this, the way of showing you the move points of creatures that may attack you, so that you could see that in the next turn this creature can reach you. Like, let's go down to Stingtail there. Yeah. So I have no way right now of understanding how fast the Stingtail moves.
It's not there yet, but mostly
we will.
Yeah. Let's talk about what we have here. So
and I think that's about it. I mean, I think we covered pretty much everything.
Yeah.
In terms of what we have. So
in a list of basic functionality for a player, yeah, we have regions, we have move points, we have turns, but also like
on a two and a half D
fun
map.
thing that I want to show that we're
Oh,
working.
wait! Can you go closer to the ruins? So another change which is already visible in the game is that ruins here now occupy the whole hex. This means that if you enter the ruins, then you leave the plains, the hills that are around it.
You'll enter a new biome, new region.
Yeah,
region
so it's
ruins.
like one hex region. So basically what this means is that the Stingtail will not be able to follow you there.
Yeah, because he interacts on, he attacks only parties that are in his region, but will make the ruins.
Her. We don't know if it's a she.
Depends. But
so the last thing?
Big thing is the dangers in the world are visible and they're active. They're moving if you'll trigger them. For example, if there is a nest of Stingtails, if you'll pass by in the region where Stingtail...
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. Once we do it, we'll see it. Yeah.
And there is already something. Let's watch on a habitat, sorry. It will produce a group of Stingtails that will move to your party and will try to attack if you're still there. It's work in progress. There is nothing gonna happen right now. They'll just arrive to you and watch, like, okay, we're here, but we don't know what to do next. So we will make some battle and events, and then there will be interaction. But movement of enemy parties on the map is somewhat like work in progress and already something you can see here. Same for Tasluks and other creatures. They will try to reach you if you're in their biome. Let's go here and hope that it will work. No, it doesn't. Okay.
Anyway, that's about it.
Yep.
I mean, what we want to show you today, is that just turn off the resources thing, no longer need that, is the new map, the concept of region, the fact that we're not going to make hexes very obvious. Of course, we'll still have to work out the way of showing you move points and differentiating different parties and so on. That's all in the future, but for now, that's where we start, and that's what in the game right now in the development version.
And for last change, as you can see, the exploration now working as our new concept, radius around the group.
You don't really explore region by region. We went through this idea and we liked it for a while, and then we disliked it for a lot longer. So right now it's just around your party. If you own the game as a part of the limited early access and you would like to play with a version that has a whole lot of bugs and just the map and nothing else, then I think in a couple of weeks we'll deploy this to the beta branch, so that if you're interested, you can just play with the map and maybe give us some feedback about what
mostly check out the technology and controls that we will give you.
And the visuals, and basically say, I think,
visuals,
like, you know, so to me, I don't know, Stingtails are okay and the Slooks are okay, but if you move up, there are some Drowners. Yeah, then I don't know. Now they look okay because they match the environment, but I was kind of losing them before when they were disappearing behind the forest.
We're still working on it, so it's
anyway,
constant improvement on the map.
I would say the first update that will ship to the owners of the game will just have this map and everything.
Yep.
That's it for now. Thank you
Yep.
very much for
Yep.
sticking with us through this change of concept. And now, in the production stage, it's just a matter of weeks until we ship the playable something.
Yeah, keep an eye on Discord. There is always new updates from day to day. We show some internal stuff, how it works, and
On the days,
Some-
on the good days. On
Yeah,
the
on the
bad
good
days,
days.
we don't do shit. And so, see you next Wednesday then.
yep. Thank you for watching. Bye.
Ciao.